Have you ever caught yourself thinking, well, at 60, it's too late to change anything? Now imagine that right now in front of you, there's a woman who at 60 looks 35. Without magic, without extremes, and without expensive procedures. And the most interesting thing is, she doesn't have a single secret that can be justified by genetics. There's only a system of habits that either works for you or against you. Today, we'll explore Darla Leal's lifestyle and which of her principles truly slow down aging in a way that's accessible to absolutely everyone. Watch this video to the end. It'll be interesting and useful. So, let's get started. The first thing that catches your eye isn't her appearance, but her energy. Darla doesn't just look younger. She moves like a person without limitations. And the key here isn't a single factor, but a system. She doesn't try to compensate for bad habits with exercise. She builds a lifestyle so that she doesn't have to save her body. This is a principle that changes everything. Don't treat the consequences, but reduce the stress on the body from the start. Let's start with physical activity. Darla trains consistently, but doesn't turn exercise into a grueling race. She works all muscle groups because she understands that the body ages faster in areas where it's not used. As we age, we lose muscle mass. This is called sarcopenia. And sarcopenia is what weakens the body, slows metabolism, and accelerates aging. Therefore, strength training isn't about a beautiful figure, but about maintaining bodily functions. Practical conclusion: if you want to slow down aging, add at least 2 to 3 strength training sessions per week. Going to the gym isn't necessary. These can be basic exercises: squats, push-ups, deadlifts, planks. The key is progression. The body needs to receive the signal. We're still using our muscles. But there's an important nuance. Darla doesn't train to the point of exhaustion. She understands that destruction without restoration means accelerated aging. Many people make the mistake of thinking that more training, better results. In fact, chronic stress from exercise increases cortisol, impairs sleep, and destroys tissue. Therefore, the second principle is restoration. This is not an add-on, but an essential part of the system. Sleep, rest days, stress reduction. All of this affects hormonal balance. It is during sleep that the body regenerates cells, regulates immunity, and even affects the appearance of the skin. Specific advice: if you sleep less than 6 to 7 hours, no amount of training or nutrition will produce the maximum effect. Start not with exercise, but with a healthy sleep schedule. Now, about nutrition. Darla doesn't follow extreme diets. She cooks at home and eats a balanced diet. It sounds simple, but that's precisely its power. Homemade food is all about control over ingredients. You know how much sugar, salt, and fat it contains. Her approach isn't about restrictions, but rather structure. Protein for muscle recovery, fats for hormones, carbohydrates for energy, no excesses, no extremes. Practical advice: try this simple rule. Every meal should contain a source of protein. This could be fish, eggs, meat, or legumes. Protein is a building block without which the body literally breaks down faster. A separate point is activity outside the gym. Darla spends a lot of time outdoors. This seems trivial, but it's actually a powerful factor. Sunlight regulates circadian rhythms, influences vitamin D production, and improves mood. But there's another benefit. Movement in a natural environment, walking, light activity, fresh air. All of this reduces chronic stress levels. And stress is one of the main accelerators of aging. To be specific, if you exercise but sit the rest of the time, you're missing out on half the benefits. Add 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. That's not fitness. It's basic activity that supports health. Now, about thinking. Darla thinks positively, and it's not about smile and everything will be fine. It's about how she interprets events. Chronic negativity leads to constant stress, which means high cortisol levels, inflammation, and accelerated cellular aging. Positive thinking is a skill for managing attention. She doesn't ignore problems, but she doesn't dwell on them. This reduces the strain on the nervous system. Practice. Try writing down 3 things that went well every day. This simple exercise really changes your perception and reduces stress. An interesting yet underrated point is workout clothes. Darla chooses breathable materials. It sounds insignificant, but it impacts the quality of her workouts and recovery. Overheating, discomfort, sweating, all of these can impair performance and even increase the strain on the body. Bottom line, comfort isn't a bonus, but rather a component of effectiveness. If you're uncomfortable, you train less effectively and tire faster. Another important aspect is consistency. Darla doesn't spurt her workouts. She doesn't start anew every Monday. Her results are years of consistent action. This is a key point that many ignore. The body doesn't respond to short-term efforts. It adapts to what you do regularly. Therefore, it's better to train 3 times a week for years than 7 times a week for a month and then quit. Practical advice. Lower the bar to a level you can realistically maintain for the long term. This will yield much greater results. Now, the most important thing is why she looks younger. It's not just one factor. It's the absence of chronic destructive processes, inflammation, hormonal imbalances, muscle loss, lack of sleep, constant stress. She's not rejuvenating. She's simply not accelerating aging. And this is the key idea worth remembering. Youth isn't something you need to regain. It's something you don't have to lose so quickly. If you put it all together, you get a simple yet powerful formula. Movement plus recovery plus nutrition plus mindset plus consistency. And nothing here is unattainable. There is discipline and an understanding of how the body works. Friends, what do you think of this woman? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video that's currently appearing on your screen.